what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Cut the Crap. I'm your host, Christian, and look, we got Rex and Steven on the show today. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome. Woo!
Thanks. It's good to be here. First time being on. I appreciate it.
Oh, whatever. The first time both of you been on together in a while. Probably like a month.
Yeah, it's
more than a month. I think January was the last episode we had.
In the same place. Yeah, when it was a little more calmer.
Rex want to get a job that he got to work nights and all this stuff now. Steven wants to become a manager where he's working as we're recording and doing 20 million things at one time. This is man, you guys are two hard-working men. But meanwhile, I'm getting off at noon, taking a nap to like 3. Actually, I went to the gym today from 2 to 3, so I took a nap after, but
no,
it is what it is.
Don't expose the work lifestyle because that's how it changes.
Yeah.
Because Christian used to leave dead in the middle of traffic. I'm like, bro, stop doing that. Your day will be so much more productive, bro.
Yep.
Stop doing it.
Yep. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna hop into today's beautiful day today. Let me pull it up here for you. Today's topic of today, and it's actually brought to you by my wife here. We had this conversation. It was a really good conversation. I thought we were going back and forth between the two. Oops. And the topic of today is, can people be bought? Is there a price on people? On everybody?
Oh yes.
Do you believe so? You have a price?
I have a hefty tag. Will I digress? Nope. You'd have to contact me for serious inquiries.
Really?
Really?
For friendship, it's free, guys. I'll shake it twice if you're handicapped. Other than that, man, the price goes up a lot, way up there. Because other than that, it's just a friendly gesture, man. No, thank you. Everybody got a price.
So you'll shake it twice, huh, bro? That's how we doing?
Well, if you're handicapped, you got 2 broken hands, and you need your boy to help you, man. As long as we lock eyes and you say no homo, there's nothing wrong with it.
All right. So then you both are on that. So that's a good. So I guess me and my wife, and I felt like you guys, yes, people could be bought. She didn't. She felt opposite. So I wanted to kind of just talk about it a little and go through it. I want to first clarify what it means to being bought. Like, are we talking about bribery? Are we talking about influence? What are we talking about for wealth? Because let's be real, people accept money for all types of stuff, right? People accept. You got people in the government accepting monies for their things, job endorsements, friendships, stuff like that. But
models taking monies from a Middle Eastern prince?
There we go.
On their chest, but yeah, go on.
All right, but is there a line? I guess is where I'm getting at, where accepting money stops being a transaction and starts becoming selling out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
Because I mean, like when I say like for myself, like there's a hefty tag, you can't just like buy me outright and then I do whatever you want with me. Like I have as a content creator, brand ambassador, I do have services that can be acquired. And I can do them at any scale. So, for a price, you can acquire these services for sure. But of course you can come to selling out because example, I could, when I was streaming, I had a younger audience, you know what I mean? So if I was starting to get brands and ad deals and stuff like that, and I started to take, say something like gambling and lotto and all that kind of stuff and getting bonuses through loot boxes and stuff like that, I could just innately I could subconsciously be encouraging a gambling addiction at the cost of one, yeah, for sure, financial gain, but at the same cost of just ruining a new generation that doesn't have a full understanding, and they're just trying to, appease their streamer, And at that point, yeah, for sure you'd be selling out. Because you just be going, for me, I'd be going against like the morals that I have, right? So you would obviously want to stay within your lane of doing those things, because yeah, once you start just taking money for whatever just because they're throwing money at you, then yeah, I feel like that's where the line is, when you start selling out.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, I brought up a thing too. Like, you got people. I feel like there's certain ways people are selling out, right? You got ways where you have celebrities that endorse these products. That do they really believe in these products, or are they just doing it for like a paycheck? And we know that a couple of them have admitted they just do it for a paycheck, right? But then you got people that I brought up that when it was brought to me that oh well, people don't. And this is not with her. This was somebody else actually. And they were like, people don't, oh, I don't believe people sell out and all that. I'm like, well, then here's a better example for the common folks like us. How many people are staying in a miserable job that they hate? They're being bought to be able to do a service. They're collecting that check, right? Isn't that wouldn't you guys consider that the same thing?
I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to get a job nowadays. Like, because for me, like, I remember, I don't know, I just see myself in the situation where, a few years ago, when I got out of college or university, I was looking for work. I found a call center job, during the Christmas time. And it was cool because it was like customer service for like a toy company. Then it moved to, that program ended, and then they were like, oh, you either can stay and do this and join these other programs that they have, which was like some like loan association place where basically people that were like in debt or whatever, you could get them to like get these loans, but like you can overhear them in like the call center places, right? So you hear them read this long, like verbatim, scary ass thing that's like, if you fail to do any of these things, right, like, you will be penalized. And for also themselves, right, like if they miss a line or say whatever, right, then they would also be penalized and they can lose their job. It was either that or sell internet. And I hate sales, and I knew I wasn't going to do that other, because I didn't even get offered an opportunity for the other one. So I ended up doing, sales job that I didn't like, but I needed the job, I needed the money. I wouldn't say that was a sellout. I say that I had to do the things that I needed to do, because I was at that age now where I have to pay rent and I have to do all these things. So it wasn't just like I could just leave this job and then not get something else. I had to use that opportunity to improve and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do something different. And I ended up getting my security license, and then that's where I ended up uh, doing security after that, basically. But again, like for me, and that's for what you're saying, I felt like that would fit the bill, where I'm like, no, I don't agree, because like I had to do something where, like, a job I didn't like, but I had no choice. Right, it was either be that or do nothing and be a bum. It's like, no, like I got to do what I got to do, right? So it's not necessarily selling out, but it's staying down till you can come up, essentially.
Yeah, and also with that, like, what about people that you're with a job, right, and then you get offered another job getting paid more? Like, is that selling out now, or is that making a conscious business decision?
Well, again, I think then that really boils down to, everything has a reason, right? Nature's the reason, right? If you were working for one media company, and then another rival media company was going to buy you out, as long as you gave them the information that they need to get the leg up on them, then for sure you're selling out. But if, again, you were starting off in a small time aspiring media company, and then, a bigger brand sees what you're offering and wants to pay you for those services, and take you to the top because they believe in you, then you're not really selling out. You're That's an opportunity. Other people would kind of, if it's not you, they don't really see it that way, right? They just see you leaving. It's like you moving out the hood. No one ever sees that like as a good thing. They just think that you're just leaving them behind because now you're better than them because you think you have more money. But it's like, no, like, you worked for that position, You know, so in the same way, I feel as if you earn it and you're honest, then there's no selling out. As if it comes with a monkey paw. If your opportunity comes with a but or an and or if, then that's where I think you start treading that line of like, yeah, you're in slime ball territory.
Mhm. Definitely agree. What do you think, Steven? I see you nodding and all that. You look quiet. I know you guys had to have a little something to say there.
Not not much. It depends on like what we're talking about. Are we talking about like morally selling out, fanaticism selling out? Like it all depends on what we're looking at. Like really that's what it comes down to. Like if your morals are capable of, being bought, and again, it depends on the price. But if there's certain things that morally like you're 100% with, like you shouldn't change up who you are just because of money. I mean, I'm sure there's certain moral things that both of you guys have that you're not willing to change. Like you don't care if it'll take an act of God pretty much for you to change up on that. Trying to think of like what's one that I could think of.
Giving up your asshole.
Nah, I've accepted that, bro. I've already said on my 48th, just gonna try to make it as awkward as I can. I'm gonna go to the doctor with like a bottle of wine, some flowers, and just try to set the ambiance, man.
All right,
Like I said,
you have a plan, but as you said, we have one.
And you know what's funny?
That's what.
That's funny though, because in high school we used to have this conversation like in the locker rooms. All those sports, the jocks and all that. I don't know. You remember Tiger?
yeah.
Okay, so we used to always have that. It was like, would you?
You guys went to high school with everybody.
Yeah, everybody. We know everybody. So
every famous
person, bro. They went. No, not that Tiger. Not that Tiger.
They went to the Family Guy like type of high school. They just be telling me throwbacks of different like players, like football players, basketball players, celebrities, the second cousin of like Jeffrey Epstein, like all this kind of shit. I'm just like,
The only famous person that everybody knows is Percy. Is only Percy Harvin. That's the only famous person. When we say Tiger, is not that Tiger. You're thinking trolling. Of the rapper. It's the.
No, I'm trolling. Okay. I'm trolling. No, I know Woods. Tiger Woods, not the rapper.
Well, yeah, Tiger Woods did go to our school too. Actually, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. But no, that used to be the conversation. Like they would be like, "Yo, would you for like $5 million? Would you go down on some another guy's or $10 million? Like it was like, where's the line? And bro, it's funny because everybody be like, "Oh, nah, never, this and that," and be like, "All right, what about for like $5 billion? Would it be?" Like everybody has a price now. Come on, you talking billion? That is.
You just have to do it once.
That's beyond generational. Like
that's literally how it goes.
And
once you funny, hit them with the money that they want, they said just one.
That's exactly it. Like, well, how long we talking now? And then they start like changing questions and stuff. And
that's where the debate. That's where the morals start to
And at the end of the day, don't get me wrong. Like everybody has different boundaries, right? Some people might refuse the bribe, but gladly take a promotion, right? A promotion at that you don't even deserve, because a lot of these people that are promoted don't even deserve it. Others might resist corruption but sell their personal data online without second thoughts. Like people oh, excuse me guys. People do certain things. They might say no in one area but say yes in the other. And with this topic, it's so broad where like you could be bought, and not saying in like just multitudes of different ways. Like Steven said, it depends what we're talking about, right? For me, my biggest
corrupt for some, it's poison for others.
Yeah, like my biggest thing, I always told this when I did my cybersecurity classes, was like the first thing that I learned in the first class that I was taking was that everybody's data is stolen, right? All your information is gone. It's already leaked out there. If you think your information is not, it is leaked out there. Like it's out there, right? And it's like stuff like that. So like, if somebody to offer me like, hey, let me get $50 million. I'll give you $50 million, or that's a ridiculous number. Like, let's be realistic. Somebody say $200,000 for your info. Like, Are you gonna sell it? Me personally, I wouldn't, but some people will that might be in a tough situation. You know what I mean? That maybe are struggling somewhere financially and are living out under a tree or in the streets. You know what I mean? You go to a bum right now and be like, I'll give you $200,000 to get your information. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to give that over.
So what do you need? What kind of information? Do you need my first name, last name, and my email? Then absolutely, I'm gonna run it up because that's already been leaked so many times.
But your social's been leaked so many times too. So
yeah. So at that point where you said that, with that knowledge in my head, it's like what? It's outside of like, I guess maybe my sin. I have to be, a little, my social security number. A little be more on guard about. But I mean, anything else? Well, I guess my bank information, fraud, anything outside of the fraudulent box.
yeah, and so my thing is,
we can have a deal.
My thing, everybody has a number for a numerous amount of topics, right? It just depends what that number is. Because I'm telling you now, and the greatest thing I saw actually I just saw it the other day on TikTok where, you guys probably seen it because it's an old video, it's just resurfacing though. A guy standing outside of a grocery store offering men money to buy their wives for the night. And one guy was like, well, how much money are we talking? And he was like 100,000, and he was like, no. He went up to 200,000. No. He was like, all right, final offer, $400,000. I lie to you not. He stopped, looked at his wife, and his wife shrugged, like, what do you want to do? And he's like, babe, it's $400,000. And he's asking questions like, oh, what are you gonna do with her for the night and this and that? And he's like, she's mine for the whole night. You get her back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. But from here to throughout the whole night. And he's like, babe, it's just for the night. I mean, $400,000. That's gonna pay off our house, our loans, our debt. And she was like, you sure you want to do this? This is what you really want to do? And he was like, babe, I mean, would you take one for the team? And he's like, you do this, just know this is on you. And he was like, looked at the guy, he said, make it $450 and we have a deal. Fucking guy pulled out another briefcase, $50,000 deal. I was like, I'm just mind blown. Like, bro, and mind blown. What's even crazier was like, she wasn't even stopping. She was asking him, like, you sure you want to do this? Like, she was going along with it. So she was technically being bought too.
I mean,
yeah, he was selling her. He was selling.
Is that a pimp? Would that be a pimp technically now?
He rose the price to a delicious number to where he can turn to her and be like, look, he already had in the back of his mind how much things were costing and how much he can be left with in his pocket. And he turned to her and then just reminded her like, hey, but as I said, just at the end of that, and scene. That's definitely
it's
100% scripted.
Get too caught up in the norms and the morals of regular society. Like, there's no such thing as broke women. There's women with morals. There's people out here, women doing out here weird shit to get money.
bro.
Mad when she, whatever.
That's why.
And
What's
there's
that?
nobody walking around.
What's the site that's
like
out
that.
now that they could sell? They sell pictures and all that online. Got the name of it now.
I'm sure you don't want to say the name of it, Christian. Your wife would not like that.
What was it called?
I don't know.
Like the Fee Finder one?
What?
Fee Finder?
No. The other one, the one that was really big, that girls are like making multi-million off of.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. There we go. Jesus, I completely forgot about it. But like that's a perfect example. People sell themselves there.
We had like 7 episodes on that topic.
Man, dude, I completely forgot, bro. I completely forgot, man. I don't. It is what it is. So that's like, people do it in different ways. Like it's crazy. The government does it. You think your governor is not taking? Your senator ain't taking money. I know DeSantis is taking money.
Don't kill me. But I'm
hold on. Steven would say something. Hold on. Steven would say something. Go ahead.
So this dude that I know, he's one of my a close friend of mine. It's his good friend, and he lives in like Midtown Miami, damn near like you can see Biscayne Bay and shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen this balcony before. Yo, like, You know what I mean? Like, Rex,
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. What were you saying, Rex? Go ahead. Sorry.
I said I'm all for taking creepy men's money. I feel like that's like the best market to tap into. I feel like that's the most moral saving money demand that you can get out of.
well, what is creepy man? Are you out here? Are you judging?
Yeah, that's what I had your like I'm looking at you like, what are we talking right now?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't. That's why we're asking you.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm
What?
talking about the dudes that wait for girls that turn 18, like the bad baby. Like
Oh my
all those
god, the
guys
R.
that wait for
Kelly.
them to turn 18, then they go and then buy their OnlyFans in search for all of that. And then they make a whole bag out of it, and then they find out that there was nothing that they were looking for, right? Like they were looking for, I don't know, the like, raunchy, like hardcore stuff, and they're just doing modeling and stuff. And yeah, there's just a ton of them out there, right? And it's just that's how the models, like, you look at the numbers, you look at the models, you look at what like Andrew Tate and all those guys are doing. They just go and get creepy guys that have money to burn to go get attention, and then these are why that these girls are pulling in six figures is from that market. It's not your regular Joe, schmo person, or someone actually in like a meaningful relationship. No, it's people that are that are socially lost. And it is what it is. It's just the numbers that are out there.
Oh, I feel so attacked and like so. I didn't think I would hear that from you, man. Like, how you gonna sit there and talk about when they turn 18, bro? I mean, you football fans have the NFL draft, looking forward to the latest, youngest prospect coming out of college. High school graduations means a new round of strippers, dog. That's all that means.
Get out.
I'm done on that.
There's the door.
There's the door.
Get
It's time to go. Get out of here.
But I will say the how valid it is in a very plain assessment is fair. I'll give you that. It's very fair in a plain assessment.
I guess. But but what's crazy too is like what bothers me when like just talking about that, like people would do that and try to buy like these like prostitutes are a perfect example. They sell themselves for money, right? And people go and buy, but like why when you go to like Nevada or wherever is legal and all that stuff. So I don't know. Again, I think everybody has a price on them for depending on what it's for. No matter what, the price may be low on certain things, the price may be higher on other. But I guarantee if somebody brings out the bag, just like the guy in front of the grocery store, and puts the cash in front of you, because like we could all say, "Hey, look, I give you $1 billion." Like you'd be like, "Nah, I won't do that." You won't know until that cash is right there in front of you and you're seeing it. When you see what $1 million looks like, $5 million looks like in front of you. People do strange things for a dollar.
For a piece of change. But I'm sure Steven is aware of this, but Christian, I need you to go and look how the it's a grown-up thing here. It's sex tourism, as you're talking about, with all this that's going on and the creepy men and all that. It's just like you should see how popular that is. It's just that, again, there's dudes with a ton of money, a lot of money to burn, and they find ways to go ahead and deal with that.
Yeah, and it is what it is. Like
places like Brazil and all that kind of stuff. And like I said,
Colombia. Go to Colombia.
I ain't shaming nobody. I'm just stating the things that are going on.
Go to DR.
In this,
you want a passport? American? Even knows.
I never thought that you'd be a sex shamer, bro. Look at you, I'm so disappointed.
No. No one's shaming. I'm just stating obvious. I can talk about vanilla stuff too.
We're just stating the facts. At the end of the day,
I'm just cutting the crap here. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same
what's going on out here in this world.
The same thing. Everybody has a price, bro. Like especially, people like a perfect example. Drug users, not sellers, but users. They have a price, right? They want to get that next high. They will use it. Back in the days, they would sell their kids and all that. Don't act like they did it, Steve. You know they did. What they're selling now, who knows? But back in the days, they would sell their left child, their right child, whatever. They didn't care.
Their child, their left child,
their left child, their right child, each one on the side. But they didn't care. Like they would do whatever they can to get that fixed. And that isn't that selling yourself for something?
Why are these current crackheads useless? Like, bro, the old school crackheads used to be able to fucking fix your.
Because they didn't have internet. They didn't have time to veg out.
Do you know old head crack?
Time to veg out.
Do you know the old head crackheads used to be muscular too, skinny and muscular? Now they're like fat and lazy.
Yeah, because now they have a place to hang out. The other time you had to walk. You had to walk your high off. You have to walk the high off to get to work. You know what I mean? Nowadays they just go to a safe center and they sit on their phones that they get all that money and it's just a grand old time. Not like the old school ones. They had stuff to do. They had foundation to build. Like, look at New York. I know what I'm talking about.
So we all agree if everybody has a price, right? My question to everybody now, and this could be for anything. What is your minimum number? I'll start with Rex first because since Steven looks like he's looking for something.
My dignity. That's what I'm looking for. But again, a price for what?
For anything, anything. It don't matter what it is. Anything. Yeah. It could be for sell. How about this? Sell.
It does matter because someone can literally just be like, now I signed away my asshole after I just said earlier there's no tag on it. Then if it can be anything, I just put it on the line.
A little hand job don't make me gay for a price, bro. But my asshole, nigga, you gay.
Oh my god. Okay, nothing sexual, guys. Just anything. Okay, nothing sexual. What is your limit? What's your number?
Well, again, it depends what it is. All right, look.
Yeah.
Just general, like your minimum number that you would accept to do anything. That's not sexual that we said.
Let's put it this way. All right, I've never been to Fenway.
Killing nobody.
I'm gonna put it like this. I've never been to Fenway Park. If somebody were to take me to Fenway Park, some decent seats, and buy my beers that day, I'm not saying I will wear a Red Sox anything, but for the day, I'll wear a Patriots jersey, a Tom Brady, something like that. I'll make a happy compromise. I won't sit there. Nah, I won't. You know, I got invited to. If I get invited, usually to like a Dolphins game, I'll wear like a shirt. I'm not a Dolphins fan. I'm not gonna go out there in public wearing Dolphin shit and be fake. But I'll wear like a shirt or something like. So I sell myself out sometimes for sporting events, but I'll never like. Bro, I'm not gonna. There's just certain teams that I won't wear their colors. Not even for. I mean, the money hasn't been thrown at me. But I'm not stupid.
If they were to, all right, to wear wear a Boston full gear jersey hat.
Bro, you better be taking me to Fenway Park.
How much? How much?
Hold on. They can't be playing the Yankees.
Bro,
box suites, flight.
Box suites playing the Yankees at Fenway. You have to. How much you're paying? How much?
I said no.
No. If they're playing, that's the stipulation. Now you're making. This is the deal. I'm gonna pay you to wear a Boston Red Sox hat, jersey, Fenway Stadium to watch them play the Yankees, and you got to cheer for the Red Sox. How much do I got to pay you?
Bro, so you talking about flight, hotel,
everything? Yes. How much do I got to pay you?
Yeah.
So no, that is separate, and then the cash I walk away with,
yeah,
cheap. Maybe like $2K, bro.
Damn, you a cheapo. You a cheapo.
No, I'm being realistic. No, because I'm factoring in a first class flight, hotel, everything, a box suite.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles. Yeah, and a walk away with $2K. That's actually not a bad deal in all with everything in total. No,
I would need 10,000 minimum for something like that.
And I would like Andy Ramirez or Big Papi, bro.
Yeah.
Or Martinez. Like
I would want 10K though on top of all that. That would be my number there for that. My number for a majority of everything, honestly, is between 10 to 15,000 non-sexual. That's about my number depending on what you want. Now we go with sexual. My number is about $1 billion to $1 to $2 billion.
The spike. Oh my gosh. I wish I had a graph.
$1 billion does a lot, bro. Billion does a lot. All right. Go ahead now while he searches. Where are you at?
See, that was a good step right there. Like being a sports fan and like not wearing like other people's like jerseys like that. Like that's like to me. Like I get that. I mean I understand, but I would like if I'm going to a sporting event, I'd wear whatever the occasion is. Not like to be fake, but like just it's just part of the vibe. I think it's just good energy. You know, you're not going to get questioned, or I'm not going to act like I know everything, especially if I'm just like, you know, I'm just going to support. But see, I need to find a hypothetical like that now. Mm, mm, mm.
I'm about to punch somebody.
Come on, man.
What is it? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I don't know what I would.
All right, so
what would I do? Like I need a like. See, like I said, that was a good hypothetical. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Talk to me.
I got a better one for the current state of America, bro. I would literally renounce my citizenship for about $250,000. Not a problem, bro. I'll do. That's not even life changing money, but I'll give that bitch up in a heartbeat, dog. In a heartbeat. Christian's like, that's fucked up.
Give me half a ticket and I'll disappear.
Half a ticket. 250, bro. That's straight. And bro, and I'll make a little YouTube series out of it.
Like wipe my identity, do whatever, and I have to live somewhere. Give me half a ticket, and I just have to live off the land somewhere and do my thing, and I just pay everything cash and do whatever.
What does half a ticket mean? I'm lost.
$500,000.
You see, I'm thinking half a plane ticket. I'm like, you cheap, bro.
Give me half of a Delta. You know what? Just let me jump out halfway through.
That's a good starting point right there. I gave it sports and then to sell my citizenship.
Yeah, to give away my whole identity.
If I had to give my whole identity, away, I think I would give it away for honestly about 500,000.
Yeah, that's what I said. About $500,000.
That would be mine too. Oh, I'm always thinking while you were talking, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I got my house. They'll get my house all of a sudden. They'll get this. They'll get that, and they'll get that. Oh, yeah.
If I had to up and whatever, yeah, give me 250,000. I'll pay rent somewhere nice, cash.
I'll get my own.
Do everything cash.
Maybe $1 million actually, because then I gotta get a new identity and all that stuff and relearn everything. And
you can't be you and you can't be anybody else unless you pay money to steal someone else's identity.
Well, I'm gonna have to,
that's
because
what I'm saying. Like,
I won't be able to get it. I won't be able to do anything.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if you were to do that, that's what I'm saying. I feel like half, and you're able to just live off of that. $500,000.
$500,000 could get you far like it used to. That's a different topic for a different day. We'll talk about that one later, guys. Anyways, let us know what you guys think. Can anybody be bought? Can you be bought? What is your price limit? We'll love to hear your feedback. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button right down here somewhere. Put the comment down below. Subscribe. We'd love to hear what you had to think. If you're not watching on YouTube, come watch us on YouTube, or just leave us a comment down below on Spotify. Send us an email at cutthecrap2ps1@gmail.com. So that's CUTTHECRAPP1@gmail.com. You can also send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or Discord. Also, if you have our personal numbers, just feel free to reach out there. We love you guys very much for listening. We thank you for listening. And till next time, you guys have a wonderful day.